again, everybody, from Ashland High School on WACA-TV. The Ashland Public Schools and the Tri-Valley League present boys varsity basketball with the Ashland High School Clockers hosting the Holliston High School Panthers. Bob Thacker, Bob Martell, Todd Carter, and let's see, we got Cameron Tebow and Mackie Kotab with us also tonight. Bringing you tonight's game being played on January 23rd, 2018. The Clockers come in 5 up and 8 down, 5 and 6 in the TVL. They've turned the corner. This is the second half of the season. The Clockers still need to even that record up at 500 to get into the tournament, Bob. It's just like last time we met here for the Dover-Sherburne game. This is a must-win.
Well, they were 2 and 6 when we saw them last. Now they're 5 and 6 in the league, 5 and 8 in the year. So let's hope for a good output here. Ashland down a couple players, Bob, tonight, as is Holliston. So not deep on the bench tonight.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Davis basically just plays 8 players, so he's lost 2 of those 8. We won't see Dylan Feinberg tonight. We won't see Cam Hardy either. He's got his starting lineup in there. That's Arms 2. Rabideau is 3. Russell is 24. Di Perron is number 5. Got surprised there, but recovers nicely. And Kevin Russell's 24. It's into Christensen.
Nice pass over the defense. He just couldn't finish that one, but a good pass in, good inlet.
Didn't roll off his hand high enough. No. Jason Christensen, 15. He's the player to watch for Ashland, their leading scorer and rebounder. Di Perron, the point guard's done a great job this season.
Yeah, both teams pushing the ball, and as yet, 4 turnovers, no points, but a lot of action, Bobby.
It was good to see Kevin Rabideau going down the lane. He's going to have to shoot tonight with the Clockers down 2 players, 2 shooters, Feinberg and Hardy.
Both scorers. Have to look for offense elsewhere. I'm sure they'll play their usual tough defense, but you got to score.
Again, Rabideau blocked this time, but a foul. He's going to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's good aggressive play. Go to the hoop. You're going to cause contact, and in this case, he draws the foul.
He looked good, and he looked quick.
Yeah. He's got a quick first step.
Kevin, a junior.
First points of the game, a free throw at 6:46 left.
8-minute quarters here in the Tri-Valley League. We're just underway in Ashland High School. The Clockers in their home whites. Holliston Panthers in their visiting red. These teams met earlier in the season. Clockers won the game out in Holliston. Pass is somehow threaded in and brought out.
Good fight.
Di Perron, a nice dish. Good defense by Holliston. Perron, the 3, swish!
Trevor, nice 3. A lot of work there by the offense. Clock running down. They found Trevor in an open position. He finished. Nice start.
Who's the point guard for the Panthers? It looks like 33 tonight. Sean Jewett, number 12, with a good-looking jumper. That's Andrew Lynch. He's one of the 4 captains of the Panthers. Arms in trouble. Took his eye off it. Didn't connect.
Yeah, Jason trying to beat that press, but made a difficult pass there.
I think he wanted to get down the baseline, Bob. It looked like it to me, but he didn't have the ball.
No, left-handed pass.
4-3. Clockers leading by 1. Oh, nice pass, but he dishes it out to 12. Couldn't get his jumper off. They go for a 3. It's way off. Follow is way off. Here comes Jason Christensen. Oh, boy. Arms was not as open as he looked.
Yeah, back and forth they go. Not a lot of scoring yet, but a lot of action.
Whew. They go in and kick it out, in and out on the 3 ball. Nice board
rebound
by Rabbit.
Yeah, he's played very well early going.
Looks like he's grown since the last time we saw him.
Well, it could be we've shrunk. I don't know.
Yeah. Arms.
Arms in traffic. A lot of contact there. No call, but he makes the hoop.
There's a confidence builder.
Well, a little hesitation heading towards the basket. That's a tough shot to make, Bob. In traffic. Ashland 6'3", early going here.
Turnaround in the lane. Number 30 is Noah Salem. Andrew Lynch, yep, that's his shot. Yes. Lynch can elevate for that jumper anytime he wants.
Well, he's been all the offense for Holliston so far.
He gets up high, Bob.
Yeah, he's a good shooter.
The Perron was open. Gets it into Jason Christensen from Trevor DePerron.
That one extra pass was worthwhile.
Great assist.
Jason on the boards, and he'll have to score. He's the inside man. He's a pivotal player for the Clockers.
Again, Lynch, not this time. Jason's got the rebound, but there's a foul in the rebounding action.
During the shot.
Who'd they give it to, Bob?
First foul against the Clockers.
It went against Kev Russell.
It's Russell, his first for the Clockers. Did you happen to catch the Holliston record, Bobby?
I didn't ask.
All right, we'll have to ask.
In and out, a good-looking three ball by Sean Jewett. Doesn't go down. Arms ahead of the pack, waits for the contact, gets it, he'll shoot two.
Yeah, he called for that ball, got it, and he knew he was not going to beat the player to the hoop, so he held up, good patience, drew the foul. Savvy move.
Ooh, pretty.
Emil Exelholm in the game. He's 6'10", Bobby.
Yes, very unusual to see a player that size in the Tri-Valley League. And he is a senior. He calls for the ball, as he must. Hands are up. I'd be more interested in seeing how he does on defense.
Yeah, he's long. But they don't.
Uh-oh, the steps, the baby steps.
Unforced error.
Zachariah Latifi. Zachariah Latifi.
And by the time we learn these names, the game will be over.
That's right. Oh, long pass. Wow, look at that. DePerron felt it for a moment. They get it into Jason. He's bothered.
Yeah, he's
may have been deflected.
He's got to learn to move a little more horizontally once he gets the ball in that post. If you go straight up, you're going to get blocked.
Good drive, nice play. That's
nice.
Zachariah.
Latifi, nice left hand. Maybe he's a lefty, but that was a nice left hand.
Russell.
Ashland breaks the press relatively easily.
Is that Tom Morrison into
Tommy
the game?
Morrison, yep.
Snuck in, number 20. And the other new player for Ashland is number 22, the seldom seen Jake Latessa. Getting a chance tonight.
Tom Morrison returned the favor that time with a little shuffle. He was anxious because he saw a little opening there.
Oh.
Ashland is getting some open shots, Bob. So is Holliston.
Those calls are cautionary tales for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you're on notice.
Oh, he found an opening, but he couldn't finish.
Nice defense, good block.
I had to Latessa on the cut to Christensen. He lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that. Whoever takes care of the ball here is going to have an advantage because there's been a lot of turnovers.
It's 9-7. Ashland's leading by 2. We're coming up to 2-minute mark in the first quarter.
Yeah, quick first period, only one foul for each team. Actually, 2 for Holliston.
They got it into the big guy, and they fouled him.
Well, it doesn't look like they look for him offensively, Bob. But if I had one of those, he'd be standing at the post with his hands up.
Kevin Russell and the rest of the Clocker forwards, you got to understand that when he's that big, he's easier to foul.
Yeah.
And he's already drawn 2 fouls in about 30 seconds.
A player like that who's tall but slight, you find him early and you put a body on him, keep him away from the hoop. You can't make him any shorter, literally, but you can figuratively. Nice looking form on that free throw.
No fear on that free throw.
Nice and smooth.
Oh,
Makes them both.
he's got a nice formula.
And we got a tie game.
Latessa. Kevin Russell, in and out. Gets it back.
Good dig there by Morrison.
Digs it out. Jason Christensen missed it. Here comes Lynch. Andrew Lynch, number 12. Has 2 baskets already. The 3 ball, yes. Sean Jewett. Holliston takes the lead for the first time. Backcourt pressure, they cross the timeline. Russell down the lane awkwardly. Gets it back, good hustle. Can't find the handle. It's out of bounds.
Yeah, Russell was still out of bounds. He had a good view of that play. You got to get back in bounds to touch the ball. But whichever team heats up offensively, shooting-wise and finishing, Bob, is going to have the advantage. So far, a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad shooting.
Deflected and intercepted. Morrison.
And trying to get the ball to the big guy. You can't force it.
Deep Perone.
And if you want to force it, at least force it high. He's 6'10". There's a foul, but not called.
Heavy traffic. Christensen squeezes it up and goes to the line.
That's what you do. Good job, Jason. Take it right into that pressure. Draw the foul. Jason has a little bit of a flat free throw. To see him put a little more air into the ball, Bob. Just a little more.
Gets 2.
Makes them both. 4 first quarter points for Jason.
New player into the game, 32. Danny Dagnachu. Another 3 ball, not this time. Christensen, Deep Perone on the cut. Couldn't finish.
Yeah, a little too much horizontal. That last step's going to be up.
Latessa got a great chance. Turns down the 3. They get it into the big guy. The quick turnaround is wild.
Tell him to turn the wrong way. He's in good position, but he turned the wrong way.
Oh, Morrison loses the chance for the last shot. Holliston takes it. I think it would have been good, but it didn't go. First period comes to an end. There'll be a 1-minute delay before the start of the second period, and it's Holliston 12 and Ashland 11.
Bit of a track meet, Bob. Didn't look much like a basketball game, but a lot of action back and forth. Really only 3 fouls per team, but there was a lot of contact, a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots. 12-11, we got a ball game here. And if the Clockers take care of the ball, finish underneath, they have a good chance to beat this team tonight.
I guess you'd have to say both teams looked as if they were missing some starters.
Yeah. Well, 4 players scored for each team, so they got some distribution. They're not all looking for one. I thought at first that Holliston might be looking exclusively for Lynch. He did have 5 points, but even for the Clockers, Jason Christensen, 4 points, but they came off the flow. Nobody's forcing the ball. Good basketball, even game. And a little bit of a rarity, Bob, in boys high school varsity basketball. Holliston has a female coach, Jenna Galster. You see men coaching the women sometimes, but it's rare to see a woman coaching the men. It's a different era. Good stuff.
Foul line jumper. Daniel Dagnachu.
Nacho, his first points, and a nice little rise-up jumper there.
DePerron bothered by Donacho. Christensen kicks it, arms, gets it back to him. The turnaround in the lane, he banks it home. 14-13.
Not quite a give and
by
go,
one.
but draw the pressure, give it to Jason. Jason turned the right way and finished that one off the backboard straight away.
Well, Lynch in his spot, another one.
Lynch with 3. And some contact there. Very, very smooth walking into that shot. You have to pay attention to him. He's obviously a pretty good shooter.
DePerron blocked. Oh, bad pass. Jason Arms takes it.
Yeah, been a lot of that, Barry.
Arms turns down the 3. Morrison won't. In and out. Lynch skies for the board.
Good look that
Look
way,
out
straight
there.
away.
Oh, they find him and it went off his hands. And he recovered himself, but threw it back to Ashland.
No real break there, but they got a break. Jason Arms threw it to Jason Christensen in traffic. And instead of a turnover this time, they draw the foul. Possession.
Clark is pretending it was a shooting foul. Didn't work, never does.
It ain't the NBA.
Morrison open at the arc, turns it down.
Plenty of time, 20 seconds.
Rabideau will take it off the front of the rim.
Got the open shot. Just
Neal
short
clears. Oh, he tucked it under his arm.
Good hang
Isaiah
there.
Thomas style.
Yep.
And gets the foul. That's Luke Campbell, 23 on that nice looking drive to the basket.
Tom Morrison draws the foul, his first.
17-13, Ashland trailing by 4. Second period action. Campbell misses the first. He's got one more coming.
Yeah, Clockers really haven't found their rhythm offensively yet, Bob.
A buzzer. Inadvertent.
Timeout. No? I'm not sure what that call was.
Play resumes.
Player substitution? No. I don't know why they blew the whistle there.
Arms.
Oh, almost a backcourt.
Morrison. Who's got it? Rabideau's pass picked off. Holliston attacking the basket. They like to drive and then dish it out. The big boy, no!
Jason makes sure there's no follow-up shot.
Emil Exelholm had a good chance there, but it rolled off. Arms stuffed.
Yeah, into the crowd. A little contact there, but they didn't call it because Exelholm was 6'10".
Exelholm gets it under the basket, up and in and one. Emil Exelholm.
Big is big.
I think we can safely say he's the tallest player in the Tri-Valley League, without seeing,
I would think so.
without seeing hardly any of the other teams.
I would think so. Nobody bigger.
Oh boy, he's got the free throws down. It's 3 for him.
Yeah.
The lead is ballooned to 8. Clock is. Oh, what a move by DePerron. He looked it off, took it all the way, but couldn't finish.
Great look, but yeah, needed to finish. Great job.
Lynch fouled in the act. He's going to shoot 3. Yes.
And all of a sudden, the Clockers have lost their way a little bit. Maybe a good time for a timeout.
5:05 to go till halftime. Coach Davis playing shorthanded tonight, as are the Panthers. Lynch misses the first of 3. We don't see this too often. Oh, he's lost all sense of what he's doing there at the
It's
free throw
not
line.
often that you see a good shooter.
Now he regroups and swishes the last one.
Makes 1 of 3. Walkers really haven't had a problem breaking the press.
DiPerone for 3.
There
Swish!
we go. There we go, Trevor.
Timeout, Ashland.
Trevor has 2 threes in the game. They've been important, Bob. It's interesting. The Clockers have had no problem breaking the press. Once they get it to the front court, though, they've rushed themselves. They need to slow it down a little bit, pace their offense, look for the open man, and take the right shot. 22-16 Holliston. This game is
A little more
anybody.
patience in the half court,
Yeah,
Bob.
exactly.
Because a series of bad passes
lot of
against
turnovers.
an active Holliston defense
Yeah.
has hurt them.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers, and it doesn't need to be because Holliston's playing a little bit of chase defense, but nothing too aggressive, nothing the Clockers shouldn't be able to beat. On the other end, since Axel Holmes come into the game, he's got 6 points, but he's also 6'10". He's made a difference just with his physical presence. Not a polished offensive player, Bob, but he's 6'10".
I haven't really seen him. Well, have we seen him do what they used to call a low post move? I don't know if we've seen that yet.
Well, the one ball he got when he was inside the block, he looked like he wasn't expecting it, and he should expect it.
Oh, and he threw up a bad shot.
Yeah,
That's right. Now I remember. Yeah. Oh, all the way, and it doesn't go. Good offensive board, but Christensen comes away with it. Wow.
Clock is fighting underneath against all of a sudden a much taller Holliston team.
DiPerone.
That might be the first time they've had 2 shots, Bob. First or second time.
Trevor with 2 big threes tonight.
Smallest man on the court against the biggest man on the court.
Look at that. Arms has it. Bobbled it. DiPerone goes by Exelholm and lays it in.
How about that, Trevor? He beats the big man and beats a double team. Nice move. Get back.
Oh, he's a good player, too, and he got hit hard.
Yeah.
They notch you.
I think Robidoux from behind. His second. Ashley in 7th. So with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second period, we'll be in a 1-1.
I mean, it's interesting. Holliston's 3 of their captains are not playing tonight.
Amazing.
Wow.
Do you chalk that up to the flu, or that
Yeah,
you
I don't
have to
know.
be a starter to be a leader? 6 points, the differential.
I don't even see those boys on the bench.
Yeah, that's why there's a lot of flu going around too. So
Oh, they're in street clothes. I
Oh,
see them now,
okay,
yeah.
must be injured then, or something. Oftentimes we don't know and don't want to know why players aren't playing or aren't dressed.
Oh,
I assume they're all good boys who study hard and do their homework.
yeah. Kevin Russell stuffed by Exelholm.
Travel, yep.
Oh, they called the traveling
They
on a
did.
pretty nice play by
Yeah.
Chris Ryan, number 14.
You look like Matthew Slater that time, but you can't do that in basketball. You have to not have possession of the ball.
Christensen in his spot.
Nice move.
He's going to shoot free throws.
And that's, if I were coaching this game, that's what I'd have Jason doing, drawing that kind of contact, because they can get Exelholm in trouble. He's very static on defense. I think he's been coached that way, Bob.
Just be a shot block.
Yeah, just be tall.
Yeah.
But, that does the boy a disservice. You know, use your athleticism. If you can move your arms, move your legs, move your body, do it. Just because he's tall doesn't mean he can't be athletic.
Jason brings
perfect,
the Clockers to within 4.
perfect from the line. 4 for 4 tonight. Clockers throw a press at Holliston.
They break it very nicely, and a nice move to the hoop, but he gave it up to get it to Exelholm,
Yeah, a little
who couldn't handle it.
too close in for that harder pass.
Oh, good ball movement there. Rabideau open, can't get it to go. Campbell gets it off to Ryan.
Oh, he moved his foot. Yeah, I saw it. So did the referee. Probably heard me, Bob. That's probably
Ashland
what.
ball.
Clock is a bit. They've cut it down to 4. If a few of those shots start dropping, again, they break the press relatively easily. Holliston goes into a man defense.
Jason goes down the lane, blocked by Exelholm. Offensive, is it? Yes.
See what they call? Yeah, offensive foul. Jason looking to cause contact with Exelholm. Instead, he runs it to the other Holliston player and gets called for the charge. That's his second foul. He's pretty cautious about that, so I don't worry about him with 2 fouls. But if he gets a third before the end of the half, we'd be concerned. 5 fouls in high school basketball, and you're disqualified.
Uh-oh, lazy pass, but got there just in time. Oh, the floater. Beautifully done, Sean Jewett. 26-20, Ashland trailing by 6.
Nice little moving basket.
Tough pass by Russell, doesn't connect with arms. And here's Lynch, 1-on-1 against DePerron. Offensive foul.
There's the right back at you as they draw the foul on Lynch.
Trevor DePerron took up position.
Very clever. Trevor being clever.
On a driving Andrew Lynch. The Clockers get the ball back. They're down 6. 2.5 to go until halftime. He loses his dribble. Clockers careful passing. Oh, they get it into Russell, who got it to Christensen, but he couldn't finish.
Already shot, yeah.
Kevin Russell doesn't trust himself under that basket.
Yeah.
Jewett adds another 2.
All of a sudden, Jewett's heated up.
He's flying now.
Yeah, he's got some good moves and he's got some good speed.
Christensen in his spot, squeezes it in, and he'll shoot a free throw.
There you go. He now knows that Exelholm is on the bench. He's now the biggest player on the court.
You know, I'm not sure if this is even correct because I haven't seen Holliston this year, of course, but given that they're down 3 players, 2 of which are captains, they may be susceptible to some full court pressure and some backcourt pressure and some trapping. When you have players who are not that familiar with playing under that kind of pressure, it may be something that Coach Davis wants to try.
Well, it's an interesting equation, Bobby. If we're down 2 players too, and they don't have a deep bench, if you press, it takes a lot of energy. There's a foul.
Yeah, we may not be able to sustain it, but I thought we could try it, you know?
Yep. I just throw it at him once in a while. Jewett that time got away with a slap, and they actually get possession on that one. Jason Christensen out for the first time.
28-22, Clockers trailing by 6, Holliston ball. He's open, but he wants to get closer. They triple him. Ryan throws it away. Intended for Campbell.
Communications issue and turnabout. Jason out of the game, back in the game.
On offense. Is that the way he's going to play it?
I think he took a blow, got a drink. He's back in 20 seconds later.
You don't want him to get that 3rd foul ball.
No.
Bobby did. He's got 2. Skies for that. DePerron trying to set something up. 15 on the shot clock, 1:10 left until halftime. Russell. They find Christensen. He dishes the 3-ball, air ball. And out of bounds, Holliston ball.
No, in this era, Bob, you don't see, of the 3, you don't see in high school as many of the traditional play calls. It's more motion and pattern.
Well, you put up the finger
and
and number 1 or 2.
Play. You don't hear him yelling out a play.
Omaha.
Oh, almost. Kevin.
Rabideau went for the steal and almost had it. Christensen stripped.
And
Guess who got it back? Tommy Morrison down the lane.
A lot of contact and no calls now. All of a sudden, the officials are thinking they have a dinner date and they're not going to call a foul.
They say he lost it out of bounds off of Holliston, so it stays Ashland's ball. Russell deep in the corner. Morrison again, same drive, up and in.
There you go.
Tom Morrison.
Persistence. Shot clock and the game clock about the same, Bob.
About 14 seconds now. Jewett falls down.
Unforced.
Ashland ball. It went out of bounds.
He lost his footing there, and the ball just rolled out of bounds. It took a long time to get out of bounds, but Clockers come up with it with 11.3 on the shot and game clock.
Deeper on with the ball. Christensen in the high post. Deeper on takes a short jumper. Air ball. Offensive board by Morrison. Didn't go, but he's going to shoot.
And there with 1.1 second left in the half, he gets fouled.
A gift. Two shots at 1.1, trying to get Ashland within 2. Trying to get Ashland within 3 is Tom Morrison.
Back rim, Tom.
He's mad. He missed that first one.
No, forget that one. Make the next one.
Resets. In and out. And that's halftime. At Ashland High School, it's Holliston 28 and Ashland 24. An interesting first half.
Yeah, interesting indeed. A lot of action, Bob. You look at the score, 28-24, about what you get in a high school basketball game.
Yeah.
But boy, there were a lot of opportunities missed and a lot of turnovers. It wasn't a work of art, but a fun game.
It looks like two pretty evenly matched teams
Yeah.
will be coming out for the second half. We'll have it for you in about 10 seconds. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV.
Bobby, is the clock is trailed by 4, 28, Holliston 24. Ashland, first half scoring for Holliston, the high scorer Andrew Lynch with 9. Sean Jewett, you hardly noticed him, but he had 7 points. For Ashland, Trevor DePerone, nice job on both ends of the floor, quarterbacking the team. Also had 2 threes and 8 points. And Jason Christensen, as we're used to seeing, leads the Clockers 10 points at halftime. Clockers need a few of these balls to go down, and they need to take advantage of their opportunities when Exelholm is not in the game. When he is in the game, they need to take it to him and get him in a little trouble with fouls.
So what, Rabidou has 2, Morrison has 2,
yeah,
Russell has 2?
Rabidou has 1, just a free throw. Arms 3.
Oh, Arms, I forgot him.
Tommy Morrison has 2.
And that's it.
That's it.
Jason Arms is going to inbound it to start the second half, and we're underway. He gets it to DePerone, who's scoring a little more than ordinary tonight, as he must. The Clockers are down 2 players.
They needed offense from somewhere.
Their rotation.
They're a little two-man game right now.
Oh, they doubled him, but they fouled him.
Outside referee was ready to put 2 thumbs up for a jump ball, but the underneath official saw the contact. First foul of the second half is on Holliston. Jewett second.
They set up a play. Doesn't work, but they get it anyway.
Lucky there.
Christensen with a 3, yes!
There he goes.
Big hoop. He didn't want to, but it was there, and he took it.
Offense by accident, Bob, but it worked out for the Clockers. They got it back to a point.
Wow, big hoop to start the second half.
Yeah, first possession goal, so that's good.
And Lynch tries a 3 and answers.
Yeah, rolls around and through, so Lynch answers that.
So the 2 leading scorers add to their totals here at the very beginning of the second half.
Trevor DePerone, very good court awareness, good ball control, had his head up, saw that open pass. The Clockers just got to finish those.
Clockers starting lineup tonight, Kevin. Russell 24, Jason Arms is 2.
Third foul
Trevor
on,
DePerone is 5.
Third foul on Lynch, Bobby.
Russell,
Follows his own.
And he lays it
There
in.
you go, Lynchy. Way to follow.
Clockers have it within 2. There's a nice move and a bad idea for a pass. Goes off the foot of Jason Arms. He's number 2. Rabidou Kevin is number 3.
Yeah.
Kevin Russell 24. Jason Christensen 15. Trevor DePerone 5. That's the Clockers starting lineup here for the second half. Clockers in white, Holliston in red. A nice move by Lynch. Doesn't fall. Ryan blocked by Christensen.
Nice block. Good work underneath there by Russell.
Inside. Christensen can't get it to go.
Got a little too deep.
Good look by Arms.
Nice
Jewett
takeaway.
strip. DePerone by everybody, and it wouldn't go, but he got fouled.
Yeah, I had my doubts that they're going to call that one because that was kind of a stealth foul. He got the arm pretty good, but it didn't look like it from the angle that the ref had. Latifi, his third. Fouls piling up for Holliston all of a sudden.
Wow. A 3 in a minute and 43. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right, Trev.
Here comes Emile. Exelholm. E-X-I-L-H-O-M-M-E. Exelholm. Swish.
Trevor makes the second one.
Important free throw.
Clock is still trailed by a point. Need to take that lead back. Pressing again.
Ryan bulls his way in, but tried to dish instead of putting it up. Didn't work. Russell, a confident Kevin Russell.
Clockers are just looking
strong.
to push the ball, push the ball, push the ball.
Lynch comes right back and picks up a foul. Guess it's on Rabidou.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
His third. First Clocker foul this half.
Lynch made 1 out of 3 earlier, I remember, in the first half, before finding the range, and he hasn't lost it yet.
Yeah, he's up on his tiptoes like he's reaching a little bit. Doesn't need to.
He feels good. And he makes the second one.
Makes both. He's got all 5 of the Panthers' points this half.
DePerone boxed out. They swing it. Arms at the arc. Russell. Foul in the rebound.
Lynch's fourth as he a little too aggressive there with that left arm. Pushed off. And
He didn't like Christensen
he
trying to box him out.
He gained position, but he caused himself that fourth foul. That's a big deal because he's their shooter.
Are you kidding? That was his 4th?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think that he had been that aggressive on D.
Another foul, quick underneath, and that's on Exelholm.
Jason's
his
come
third.
out determined here in the second half, Bob.
Well, if this is the strategy, they're getting their better players in foul trouble. It's working.
I didn't see that foul on Lynch, but
Yeah, it was there
wasn't any argument about it,
He
Bob.
was all alone
Yeah,
and underneath, and you couldn't miss it. The underneath official couldn't miss it.
but that's a bad 4th foul. That puts Coach Galster in a bind here with a long time left in the game, and arguably her best player, 1 foul from disqualification.
Got away with a little toe drag there.
Well, number 30 finally got a shot off, but it wouldn't fall for him. They watch it closely. It's still in bounds. Here comes DePerone.
Nice look.
Ahead to Arms. He waits for the contact and gets the 2 shots, but missed the shot.
I'm not going to criticize him too much here, but he did a good job drawing the contact, but he had his eyes down on the player, not up at the basket. And he could have had a nice three-point play there.
A
Good job, though.
A sudden timeout early in the second
Yeah,
half.
I'm not sure who called that. I think it was Holliston, but probably a wise call. Holliston a little out of sorts here, and they're in foul trouble early in the third period.
I know, Ashley. I guess Ashland called their timeout. We saw that in the first half, so that has to be Holliston's. The only 2 timeouts of the game so far.
Yeah.
Timeouts are 1 minute in length.
Yes, and the cheerleaders doing a some kind of a leaping pyramid there. I wouldn't call it a pyramid, Bob. More of a Statue of Liberty. Didn't drop the top cheerleader, so I'm happy.
They don't go to center court, and that's what I sort of.
And there wasn't a cheer involved. It was a lift.
I sort of missed.
catch.
I sort of missed that center court attention grabbing.
I like that, and I like the noise. And they're very quiet.
And I'm waiting for someone to bring the bass drum.
I'd like that too.
You know?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all you need is constant noise.
But it adds a little something to the cheers.
Yeah.
Jason Arms.
Rolls that one over the front rim.
He's trying to tie it up. Clockers have been behind since it was 12-10. And he ties it up. Clockers pull even.
Officer Dave Murray in the gym tonight. We haven't seen him lately. It's good to see him back in the high school.
Former coach.
Yeah. And a neighbor. A lot of swinging, but not a lot of good position on that.
There's the guy to take it. Not this time.
No.
Did he follow it and foul? Or is it someone else? Who'd they give it to?
Christensen.
What?
That's his third. And I don't know, I guess they saw his offhand push. Or
wow, I
kept
missed
the player
that
away.
one.
I'm not sure. I didn't see much there. I didn't see anything there. He didn't complain.
No
He doesn't anyway. He's pretty passive.
That's a 3 ball. No.
Here's the answer. Go get the rebound.
Arms had to wait for that, but he still got himself a layup, but he couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, and that's that thing about you got to look up. You got to make the hoop.
Dignachu with the
Did a
rebound.
great job drawing the contact. No call this time, though.
Luke Campbell, Dignachu. Jewett. Ryan, Dignachu. Campbell, they can't get a shot up. Salem boxed in. Finally, they launch it. Doesn't go. Great defense by Ashland. Russell finds
Nice job.
De Perron. Arms tries to thread it to Christensen. Watch out here. He goes for the jump and is lucky to get it.
Clock
If
is a
that
little,
kid pulled the ball away and you hit him
Yeah.
in the chest, it could have been his 4th foul.
Could have been. Clock is a little careless on offense, Bob. Possession arrow, Holliston, but Clock is not taking advantage of the Panthers having well, 2 of their better players on the bench. Scores stayed tied.
Campbell goes base. Completely swallowed up. Wild shot. De Perron on the sneak away. Ahead to Russell. He lays it in.
Nice left-handed finish, Russell. Kevin, nice job finishing that play. Nice pass by De Perron.
Panthers struggling. Clock is bailing them out with some bad fouls, I guess.
Yeah,
Although I haven't seen the last 2, I have to admit.
the Clockers have got the lead back, Bob, but they keep disrupting their own momentum.
Noah Salem had good position, couldn't get it to go. Christensen another rebound. De Perron. Clock is looking for him every time up the floor to make the play. Usually a pass.
Yeah, too deep though. He's
Morrison's in the game. He wears 20. Russell, the turnaround move. The hard drive up and in, Jason.
Rabidou.
Rabidou. That was Rabidou, number 3, Kevin Rabidou.
Yeah. A lot of clock. They took a lot of clock on that. Didn't look good at the end.
Bad pass, tracked down. DePeron's got a hand on it. Couldn't save it.
Good hustle defense there. That's a good move there. Russell needs a little bit of a blow. And he'll get an extra time to rest because the timeout got called. 37-33, clock is scrambled back into the lead. Once Lynch and Exelholm went out of the game, Bobby. It took a while, and they haven't done it pretty. They haven't done it in a commanding fashion, but they've taken the lead. And there's a big difference when you don't have 6'10" on the floor.
Yeah, and, you know, with Lynch out, the Holliston offense doesn't look too smooth.
The offense is stymied a little bit.
And, you know, you got boys in who aren't really used to shooting and being responsible for scoring, you know?
Well, when you
with Lynch out of the game and Exelholm out of the game.
Yeah, you've kind of been schooled to
pass.
As opposed to shooting. Now all of a sudden they're saying, you know, take the shot. Like, well,
I'd be going to Dagnachu 32. He's got some skills.
Yeah.
And
well, it seems to be
if
an
you're
equal
gonna shoot
opportunity offense. They don't seem to look for any one player. Lynch takes his offense, but Exelholm really doesn't even look for his offense. He just happens to be 6'10" and down on the block. You're right. You need to have the better shooters take the shots. And Dagnachu seems like he's got a nice jump shot. He's quick. He's creative.
I wouldn't mind Jewett shooting a few threes if I was the coach. But
Jewett had 7 first half points. So.
You're going to have to pick for him or something, you know?
Yeah.
That's the one Campbell's been waiting for. It doesn't go. Ryan, a good board.
Yeah, that wasn't bad defense. It was just a long
Ryan
rebound.
takes it this time. He couldn't get it to go.
Another rebound by Christensen.
Andrea Agostinelli in the game.
Yeah, the best name in basketball, Andrea Agostinelli.
Number 33. Wheeling at the arc. DePeron at the arc. Shot clock down to 7. Someone's going to have to take one. 5, 3. He takes it.
And no contact, that's a shot clock violation.
Hit the backboard, but it didn't hit the rim, so that's the violation.
Not Kevin's fault. He had to take that shot because the clock was pretty much expired. But the Clockers had some chances to get looks inside. Jason Christensen was open, Bobby.
No cutters, though, huh?
Yeah.
Or they didn't see him.
They didn't see him.
Nobody else, everyone else was staying at the three-point line. There's a nice pass. Who got a hand in? I think Morrison got a hand in, yeah. Nice job.
The Clockers have a 4-point lead, but the longer that Holliston can keep their 2 scorers on the bench and not lose contact, the better for them.
Another good pass. Again, he can't finish. Great offensive rebound by Luke Campbell.
Yeah, Clockers fighting with themselves that time.
What happened?
No.
Play resumes. It goes off of Morrison's hand. 37. Leads down to 2, and Holliston has the ball with 1:02 left to go in the third period.
Clockers letting the Panthers hang around. Shouldn't be happening.
Ryan with a good pass. Campbell wild. Christensen clears. The boys go down. DePeron has it. He's looking up. Rabidou threads it into Christensen. He got bumped.
Well, and there's the answer. Get it into the hands of Trevor DePeron. He'll get it to the right player in the right spot. That time it was Jason Christensen who draws the foul. And we're in the bonus.
Just like that, they got 7. They had 3 in the first minute.
Yep.
In 30 seconds, and now they've worked their way to 7. He made the first, so he gets the second. The foul goes against Noah Salem. It's his first.
in practice, I would move Jason back 6 inches and make him shoot free throws from there. So when he gets in the game, he doesn't hit that front rim.
Wow.
I shouldn't complain. He's 2, 4, 6. He's 7 for 8 from the free throw line.
A running right-hander, no good. Morrison had it.
Good team rebounding there.
It went to Agostinelli. Morrison, strong to the hoop. He's going to shoot 2.
He took off a little too early, but he drew the foul.
He had full extension.
Great extension.
When that thing went flying over the rim.
Yep. And that's the 3rd foul on Jewett.
How many fouls on Exelholm?
3.
So these are going to be fourth quarter players, apparently.
Yeah,
huh?
let's see. Like I said, she was lucky. She
Good
got that-
free throw. Tommy's first of the night, I think. I think
Yeah.
he's 1 for 4 from the line.
Yeah, he's 1 for 4.
Ashland with a 5-point lead. I'm saying it's their biggest of the game. Ryan gets the 3 ball to go. That'll give him some confidence.
Well, that's a big 3.
Let's see what he does from here on in. Agostinelli throws it away. Ryan again. Good if it goes, it doesn't. He had to let it go. But his 3-pointer has brought Holliston to within 2. Ashland with a 2-point lead, 40-38 going into the final 8 minutes.
Well, nice quarter for the Clockers. They outscored Holliston 16-10 that quarter, Bob.
Coming from behind, they trailed by what, 3 at halftime?
Yeah, it was 28-24. They were down
trailed by 4, yeah.
So nice quarter for them. They took the lead with early foul trouble in that 3rd quarter for Exelholm and for Lynch. But with a 2-point lead and going into the 4th quarter, well, 3 fouls doesn't look so bad. 4 fouls does, but Lynch is still going to be in there.
It's tough though. His night ends can end at any moment.
Yeah,
Almost.
and all of a sudden,
it's a and it happens when you least expect it.
Yeah.
What does Jason Christensen have on the night?
He had 10 first half points, and he's got 6 this half, 16 on the game. So he leads all scorers. And you'd expect him to have.
Lynch has to have about 12 or more, right?
Yeah, Lynch has 14. And sat out pretty much that whole 3rd period.
Didn't have any choice. The coach had no choice.
No,
Yeah.
Got to get him out. Need him down the stretch. Clocker ball.
Rabideau to put it in play. To start the 4th period. DePerone in the back court. Starts the charge.
We got us a ball game, Bobby. 40-38.
Threaded into Christensen.
They swarm him.
Got bodied.
It's interesting too. They have him double teamed and kind of bottled up, and there's that reach-in foul, like giving away the opportunity.
I thought that just went out of bounds. Yeah. So they did call that
And it's
foul.
going to be
Who'd they give it to?
14.
Yeah, he hasn't. That's Chris Ryan. Yeah. It's a one-on-one situation. He doesn't get the second one unless he makes the first, and now that's twice he's done it.
Of course, the next foul Holliston commits, Clockers are in the double bonus.
17 points for
The rest of
Christensen.
the way, the whole period.
Too flat. Latifi's back in the game. Oh, there's a foul. Agostinelli just blocked.
Yeah, Jason got a
Christopher
fingertip on
Ryan.
that one, and it gave Agostinelli enough time to get over there, but he created a little contact, and it's a foul on him.
4th foul on Ashland, so
Yeah, that's what the
they got
Clockers.
2 more to waste.
I mean, Andrea, that's not a bad foul on him, 1 foul, but you don't want to get the team in a situation where Holliston will be shooting equal because the Clockers have a real advantage at the line right now.
Latifi ties it up. Christensen gives it up to Morrison. Foul line jumper doesn't go. And now the Panthers with a chance to take the lead. Did Augustinelli foul him or did Morrison foul him? What happened?
Looks like Morrison.
They were going for the steal.
Augustinelli, they called it on. Okay.
Andre's coming out. Kevin Russell's coming back in.
Did a nice job while he was in there. Played tough defense.
Oh, we got another traveling call.
And there's that unforced error
It's
we
been
talk
missing
about.
for a couple of periods.
It really has. It's about due for a return, Bob.
Tie game, 7 minutes to play. The Clockers and the Panthers from Ashland High School. Bob Thacker, Bob Martell, Todd Carter, and a cast of thousands. January 23rd, 2018. Oh, what a move! What a pass!
Nice pass in traffic. Kevin Robidoux. Jason finishes.
New player for Holliston, Danny Gonzalez, into the game. He's number 1.
Nice rebound, Morrison.
He's well rested, if nothing else. Russell, no. Oh. Arms, Rabideau saves it. Russell swings it. Trevor goes base. He's tied up. Air ball, red ball.
Should be a white ball.
White ball.
White ball in the Northern Hemisphere. And here comes Exelholm making his entrance to the game with 6 minutes, 11 seconds
Yeah, I
left.
don't disagree with that move.
Yeah.
43-41 Ashland by 2.
No Lynch yet, though, huh?
Russell again, yes!
This time, big hoop for Kevin. Clock is up 5 now, Bob. I imagine we'll see Andrew Lynch back in the game.
Oh, he carries that one. They get away with it. Looked like Holm took it out of bounds, but no call there either.
Well, they got a better angle, I guess, than we do, but it sure did look like it, didn't it?
And a kick ball by Russell resets the shot clock for the Holliston Panthers. 5:44 to go. Salem misses. Jason Christensen with the position.
Yeah, he sandwiched there and made a nice rebound. He's played a really good game.
Tough pass. Morrison threads it to Christensen. He goes to the basket, in and out. Campbell clears.
Had him beat there, but sometimes you're so intent on beating the other player that you're a little strong on the
Jewett
shot.
to Campbell. Ryan for 3. Not this time. Russell trying to track it down, and he does. Behind the back. Somebody bounce it on the line.
Looks like it. Boy, they're going to give the ball to Holliston, and Lynch is in the game.
Jason Arms checks back in. Kevin Rabideau goes to the bench. New shot clock for Holliston, too.
Yeah, change of possession, so Russell got caught in the corner and lost control of the ball. He wound up stepping on the line or bouncing the ball on the line.
Did he have possession? That was my question.
And
yeah,
that,
I guess he did, huh?
There's that 4th foul on the big guy. Exelholm is 4th.
The double bonus situation means it's 2 shots for Jason Christensen this time. 10th foul of the half on the Holliston Panthers. Clockers with 5 fouls this half still have 1 to waste.
Yeah, that's a
So to
tremendous
speak.
advantage right now.
We're under 5 to go in the game. Ashland with a 5-point lead. Jason coaxes that one home. That went under the rim and then crawled up and went in.
Little top spin lob there.
Give him 2. He stepped on the line. No basket. Holliston ball.
Call that a violation. Yeah, the official saw something. He was looking for that one.
Yeah, because he was behind the line, Bob.
Yeah.
It's hard to see from that angle. Exel and 1.
Chance for
well, he points to the floor.
yeah. Score the basket.
1 shot. Exile home with a nice basket and a free throw opportunity to make it a 3-point lead and bring the Panthers back. 3-point play, I should say, and a damaging offensive rebound by Noah Salem.
Not good boxing out there.
Lynch is back in the game. Exile misses a layup. He rushed it.
Yeah. He doesn't have to. Nobody's going to get up there and block that. Great position to catch the ball.
Ashland leading by 4. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. They're being deliberate in the half court. Russell calls for the ball in the low post. Christensen playing up. Morrison down the lane, up and in. Tom Morrison.
I mean, nice splits the defense and finishes.
Ashland leading by 6.
Clock has got to look to get Exel home out of the game.
That's a kid that knows he's got to do more. That's Sean Jewett on that drive.
Yeah, and Morrison, nice job on the boards.
No
too.
question, Sean Jewett's got to step up here and make some of those shots like he did in the first half if the Panthers are going to come back tonight at the Ashland High gym.
That plus they have not really looked for Lynch since he's got back in the game, Bob.
Yeah, what's the point of having him in if you're not going to let it use him? Christensen throws it away.
Yeah, there was some contact there, but
Noah Salem, nice move to the basket. Cuts the Ashland lead to 4. 3:20 left to go. Clockers in no hurry. Coach Davis yelling instructions from the sideline. Morrison into Christensen. They kick it. The bomb. In and out. Campbell with the rebound. He resets across the timeline. Under 3 minutes to play. Tough pass. What happened?
Russell, they called a ticky-tack foul there.
Did he bump him out of bounds?
Yeah, he got there a little early and gave him a little contact. That was the kind of thing you should ignore.
This is Ashland's last shot. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he'll be
shooting. Is that the 7th foul? Yeah.
He'll be shooting a bonus if he makes the first.
I missed the 6th foul, Bob.
Yeah.
1-on-1 for Emil Exelholm. Yes, a good free throw shooter all night.
He is, yeah.
Ashland lead is 3. 2:57 to go. A machine.
5 for 6 on the night. Clear out. Let him bring the ball up.
Clock is leading by 2. DePerron against Campbell. 2 pretty good players squaring off. Gets it into Russell. The turnaround doesn't go. Exelholm clears.
Clock is a little bit out of their rhythm right now offensively.
Jewett. Lynch into Exelholm. He didn't get it to go, but he's going to shoot a couple more free throws, and he's pretty good at it.
That's Jason Christensen's 4th. That should be going on down the other end. Get the ball to Jason underneath. Now it's a 50-50.
Emil Exelholm with a chance to tie this game with 2:26 to go. Yes.
His 10th point, Bob. Timeout Clockers. Yes, he'll make the attempt at the second shot. 2:26 left, and it could be tied or a 1-point game when they come back on the floor. The Clockers.
Good timeout, in my opinion, by Coach Davis.
Yeah.
If he's the one that called it, I guess he is. But because the Clockers need adjustment both on offense and defense.
They do. In the
They got to figure out what they're going to do on that low post play.
Yeah.
When they get it into Exelholm. And they got to figure out what they're going to do on offense.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, strategy-wise.
Who are we going to look for?
Lynch has got 4 fouls, and Exelholm has 4 fouls. Lynch hasn't done anything yet since he came back in the game, but Exelholm certainly has. Jason Christensen picked up his 4th foul. That was a tactical advantage for the Clockers that they gave back by letting Exelholm get the ball deep on the offensive end for Holliston and not getting the ball deep to Jason on the Clocker end.
Well, the conventional strategy would be to go at those 2 guys.
Yeah, which is what Holliston did.
One or both of them.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
And see if you can foul them out.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I'll give you a little tactical thing too. Trevor DePerron doesn't have a foul. If he drives on Exelholm, there's a chance.
Trevor drove early, but
We could eliminate
he
him.
hasn't.
No. Let him bring
Quite
it
a
up.
while.
He'll bring it up by himself. He has no problem bringing it over the timeline by himself.
Campbell's
little
playing
guy.
pretty tough, Bob.
Yeah.
Russell, the long pass. Connects with Arms. There goes DePeron into the lane. He kicks it out to Arms. No good. Rebound, Exel
I
home.
don't like that selection. Geez, you get the inside advantage. Let's use it.
Panthers trying to take the lead. We're under 2 minutes left to play.
Now, at this point, it's anybody's ball game.
Ashland leading by 1. Exelholm has it. Jason's got him pushed away from his comfort zone, though.
That's it. If you keep him away from the hoop like where he is now, he's not
Lynch, the long three is no rim.
Yeah. I mean,
He forced that one just a tad.
There's
and
a
there's
foul.
a foul by Luke Campbell that he would love to have back.
yeah, and that's what they should have been doing all along. Campbell's third, double bonus. They've had that advantage for quite a while. Haven't exploited it. Trevor to the line.
DePeron, what is he? Had one trip to the line? 1 for 2?
Trevor's
if my memory
1 for 2,
serves,
yep.
Yeah. Couple of big free throws coming up here. Ashland leading by 1, 1:29 to go. He makes the first.
All right.
2-point Ashland lead. Right down to the wire here at Ashland High School. The Clockers and the Panthers. Second one swishes. It's a 3-point lead for Ashland.
Clock is not pressing, but meeting him at the timeline, Bob.
Jewett and Lynch play catch. Andrew Lynch. Jewett sees an opening. Now he dishes at the free throw line. Exel home missed it. Jewett tracked it down. New shot clock. Hard drive by Salem. Is it a shooting foul or is it a one-on-one?
I don't think it's a shooting foul, but he caught him on the floor apparently.
It is a one-on-one.
Kevin
For
Russell's
Noah
fourth.
Salem. Oh, excuse me. Zakaria Latifi. Swish. Ashland's lead is down to 2. 1:07 to go. One more free throw to come. That was a big one for Latifi and the Panthers. He sets. He makes the second. A 1-point game. Clockers lead. Kevin Rabidou across the timeline. Gets it to DePeron. He's the floor leader. Rabidou. Christensen dishes DePeron for 3. Swish! Trevor DePeron with a big 3 ball.
Huge three.
Ashland leads by 4. 45 seconds left in the game.
Big three. That's a big three.
Campbell finds Exel home. Blocked from behind by Kevin Russell.
All ball.
But are they calling it on the front? He was fronted by Rabidou. Who's the foul on?
They called it on Rabidou.
They did call it on Kevin. It's his 4th.
All ball in the block. I didn't see that foul in the front.
Yeah, just that slight nudge, I guess. That invisible nudge. Good free throw shooter at the line. 35 seconds left. He's got 2. He makes the first. Ashland leading by 3. Timeout Clockers.
And we got a ball game. 35 and a half seconds to go, Bob, and a 3-point lead. Second free throw coming. And it's still anybody's ball game. What a good game tonight. Not artistic, not the most beautiful game, but entertaining and very competitive.
Now, traditionally,
No.
the bigger the man,
Yeah.
the more difficult it is for him to make free throws, right?
Usually.
Is that
But
is that
this,
isn't that the case?
Yeah, you'd
yeah.
Will,
You think
Will
of
Chamberlain's
Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah, yeah.
And who's the current? There's somebody in the league now. They foul all the time.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
But I remember the Hack-a-Shack.
Yeah.
They intentionally fouled him because they knew he was horrible.
I was talking about somebody in the NBA, of
Yeah.
course. But
Yeah, I know.
Emil Exelholm
Yeah,
is an excellent free throw
Yeah,
shooter.
he's a really good free throw shooter.
Nerves of steel.
And he's had plenty of chances. that.
Well, you know, so did Shaq.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he did.
Nobody shot more free throws than Shaq, but he just never got it.
Alan Mielis had 9 going on 10 attempts from the free throw line.
He
two.
missed one?
He's 7 for 9.
Wow. Very impressive.
And not superstitious. He's wearing number 13. So
Ashland with a 3-point lead. That one goes. It's a 2-point game and substitution timeout.
Clockers cannot use all the time. And here goes Holliston pressing. And there's the home run ball.
Jason Christensen bobbled it for a second, and I think it may have cost him.
He was home free, Bobby, but he lost possession of the ball there for a second. And
It stays Ashland
it
ball.
cost him. It cost him. But that's okay.
Why is Exelholm out of the game, Bob?
I don't know.
They want him on offense next time down. Oh! Jason couldn't get that one. A ball, a traveling call.
Yeah, that's it's a good non-call on the foul because that was incidental contact. Both boys going for the ball. So, but the clock has retained possession. And now they can use the clock if they want.
Latifi did not think he fouled. Russell in trouble. He goes down. They take it away from him. 25 seconds left. Ashland leading by 2. Ryan turns down the 3, goes to the basket.
Offensive.
An offensive foul. Chris Ryan. He disagrees.
That's a good call. A little bit too aggressive as he had a
He
head
wasn't
of
in
steam.
control, Bob.
No. And
I was proud of him for going to the hoop and
Yeah.
not taking the 3.
it was the right move.
Yeah.
Holliston calls a timeout with 19 seconds left, and the clock is leading by 2 in the ball.
As you say, he was the right move,
It
but
was.
he wasn't in complete control of his body, I mean, you know.
And even if you're not, it's a 50-50 on what the call winds up
Yes.
being. So clock a ball. Holliston is going to try to deny the inbounds pass. If the Clockers get it in, they're going to have to foul.
Did you note the time? Was it like 23?
19.1.
19.1.
Yeah. Well, it's been an interesting ball game, Bobby.
Wow, has it ever. The Clockers with a chance here. They're leading by 2. They have to win tonight to go to 6 and 8. To make the tournament, you know, they have to finish at least 10 and 10. So they're 5 wins away with 7 to play.
That's right. This is, like you said at the beginning, this is an important game for them.
Yeah.
Exelholm not in the game to play defense. Interesting. They're going to press, obviously. They're going to press, so they use their quick team. But, boy, big on the ball would be my strategy. I'd have somebody guarding the ball who's 6'10", and with a wingspan.
Russell gets it to Rabidou, who takes the
2.3 seconds off the clock. They give the
intentional
foul, which they had
so
to do.
speak. Yeah.
Double bonus.
Kevin Rabidou.
4th foul on Luke Campbell, but kind of academic.
He's played an awful lot tonight.
Yeah,
he's been very, very tough for the Clockers. No hesitation on that free throw, but it's wide. Here comes the big guy.
Yeah,
Exelholm into the game. They got to have this rebound.
The Woods and Lynch in the game because they need the shot maker. 2 points. It'd be nicer with 3, Bobby.
Exelholm and Lynch have not played the whole period with 4 fouls. Done a great job. That's a big basket.
That's a big basket because they need a 3.
12 seconds left.
They'll be looking for Lynch, I'm sure.
Jewett finds a hole.
No,
he lays it in, but they're still down 1. Timeout Holliston. 5.2 to go. Ashland ball.
Same situation here. The Clockers, we just took 14 seconds off the clock. Same differential. They traded 2 points, 1 point for a basket, and they still have the lead. They have to take care of the ball coming in. They'll get fouled right away.
It was brilliant the way they let him have that 2 and didn't try to challenge him for fear of the foul because the 2 doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, and that was for Jewett. That's what he had to do. He had to go to the hoop and score the basket.
My play is a quick foul here if I'm the Panthers, right?
Yeah, unless they steal the ball on the inbounds, yes. And I don't know if the Clockers will look for the home run ball.
That can be big, too, because it makes the Panthers go the length of the
have
court.
to go
But they can call another timeout, too.
Yeah.
And move that ball up, I think.
Yeah, it looks like Jason's
Rabideau gets it into Russell. They foul him immediately. 4.7. Kevin Russell going to the line for two very important free throws. Kevin with extended minutes way beyond his ordinary amount of playing time tonight.
Yeah.
He's always been in the rotation this year,
Played
but
hard.
he hasn't played as many minutes as he has tonight.
No, 7 second half points, big points for this team.
And he stayed tough.
Yeah, and he goes to the line now.
Gets himself set. Swishes it. Kevin Russell with a big free throw.
That's the way to do it. Don't think about it. Just get the ball, shoot the ball.
This one is very important, too, because Holliston may not have time for anything but a three.
Yeah, puts him up a pair. And I would guard the ball inbound. I would put somebody on the ball, make him throw it over somebody.
Russell again. He sinks it. 3-point game. Timeout, Holliston.
Big baskets. Puts him up 3, Bobby, with 4.7 left in this game, and the chess game goes on. As a lot of people say, that last 2 minutes takes a half an hour. In this game, it has. There's been a lot of use of timeouts.
But that's part of the thrill.
It is.
Of
It is,
basketball.
Yeah.
There's been talk of cutting down the amount of timeouts available to a team in the final 2 minutes or so of the game.
There's all kinds of schemes to speed up the game.
Yes.
In every sport. For instance, that change in hockey to the way they do the overtime and then the shootout.
Yeah.
There's always a point, at least a point, and maybe 2 at stake. It's changed hockey.
Yes.
It's made it more exciting to watch the professionals.
Here we go. Morrison, Russell, DePerone,
And
Kevin Rabideau,
clock is
and
dropping
Jason
back.
Christensen.
They're going to play man defense. Well, they're not quite man. They're not gonna
DePerone
guard-
looking for a steal on Jewett.
Not going to guard the ball.
He's
coming
got his
in.
hands all over him. Here it goes. Jewett's got it. They get it to the corner. Lynch, the 3-ball. It doesn't go. The Clockers win it.
Well, he had a shot at it.
Excellent play by Holliston
Yeah.
to give themselves a chance to send this game into overtime. Andrew Lynch, a good jump shooter, got off a contested 3 that had a good chance, but it didn't fall, and Ashland gets a huge win tonight at Ashland High School. The final score, Ashland 57, Holliston 54. Big free throws by Kevin Russell to give him that 3-point lead.
Big finish by Kevin Russell. When you needed him most, he did it in the second half. He had 9 points in the second half, Bob, which were all big points.
And none in the first half?
None in the first half.
Wow.
Yeah. So a good game for him. Both teams challenged tonight, short squads, and for the Clockers to come out of here with a win. What's that put them at 6-8 on the season?
Yes.
So they got a legitimate shot now.
They need 4 wins out of their last 6 games.
Yeah, and that's hopefully doable.
Well, where there's a will, there's a way. So they're going to have a good shot at it because, as we've seen every night, the Clockers play hard. They break a 2-game losing streak. You know, they lost their last 2 games to Hopkinton and Millis in painful fashion. Millis at the bottom of the TVL, but have beaten the Clockers twice this season, and that really hurts. Hopkinton, a very strong team, had little trouble with the Clockers over in Hopkinton. We'll see if it's a different story when the Hillers come to the Ashland High Gym. It might be their next game. I'm not even sure. I don't have the schedule in front of me.
Well, this is that thing, Bobby, too, with certain teams you maybe can't get over on them because they've got your number or they're that good. So when you get these games that you can win, you better win them. And tonight was a winnable game, and they did do it when they needed to.
They had to have it. They came through.
They trailed at the half by 4, outscored Holliston by 6 in the third quarter, and by a point in the fourth they held on. Wound up winning this one 57-54, which was a much-needed victory for the Clockers.
What did Lynch end up with? Did he end up with just a 14?
You know, it's funny. Lynch wound up with 13 on the game.
Oh, 13.
Excuse me, 14 on the game. Only 5 in the second half, and they were all in the third quarter. Did
Yeah.
not score. The fouls killed him.
Yeah, and they
I
didn't.
thought the coach might have stuck him in a little bit earlier. Just 'cause
Yeah.
you got to use the players who can get you there.
Yeah, and he only had, I think he only had 2 shots in the fourth period, Bob. And Who picked up the slack? No one, right?
No,
I
well,
guess
Exelholm.
Exelholm did, yeah.
He had 7 points in the second half, a lot from the free throw line. He only had one basket in the first half, one in the second. Most of his damage was done from the free throw line.
So he ended up with like 11?
He wound up with 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah, no, he's a,
He's
nice
a player you could use. And don't forget, he didn't play, what,
No,
the
he
first
didn't play.
10, 12 minutes?
And he sat out with the fouls. He didn't play that much.
Yeah.
He was effective. And I can see why you want to protect him. At the same time, I don't know, maybe you would use him a little bit differently.
What did Latifi end up with? Number
Latifi
3.
wound up with 10 points. He
Yeah.
had 3 in the first half, and they
A
had
sneaky 10.
7 in the fourth quarter. Likewise, Sean Jewett, 7 in the first half, only 2 in the second. So they were looking for scoring from somewhere, and they wound up getting it from Exelholm, but all from the free throw line.
How about Chris Ryan, 14?
Ryan wound up with 3 points on the game.
He got very active in the second half. He didn't play at all in the first half. But
Yeah.
He got very active in the second half, but not a natural shooter, and a big effort by him in the second half. But he wasn't able to get many shots to go. He got a big 3-ball though that kept Holliston from drifting out of sight.
Made it a 1-point game at that point, so they kept him in it.
Who scored for Ashland?
Now, let me give you the quick scoring. I'll give you Holliston first. Latifi had 10. Andrew Lynch wound up with 14. Emil Exelholm wound up with 12. Chris Ryan had 3. Luke Campbell 3. Dagnachu had 4. I thought he might have scored more, Bobby, but they didn't get him the ball. He didn't play as much as they thought he would. And Sean Jewett had 9 for a total of 54. For the Clockers, Jason Arms had 5 points. Kevin Robidoux didn't show up in the scoring column like we thought he might. He had 4 points, but he played a really tough game on both ends of the court, had some big plays. Trevor DiPerone, huge night for him. He picked up the offense for the Clockers, quarterbacked the team the whole way, did a nice job on defense. He had 14 points on the game. Tommy Morrison, yeoman work tonight, played good defense, had 5 points. Kevin Russell, 9 points all in the second half, and they were big 9 points. And as you'd expect, Jason Christensen, a lot of rebounds, a lot of defense, a lot of points. He had 21 on the game for a total of 57. Just a nice game for Jason Christensen. Had contributions from a lot of different players tonight. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 players scored for the Clockers. So pretty good distribution. But that was the kind of game where you had to win it. It wasn't pretty. A lot of turnovers, especially early. Different game at the end. They had an advantage with a double bonus going down the stretch and stopped going to the hoop and started taking threes from tremendous distances. But strategy-wise, that didn't work out. But the game worked out for them as they got what they needed at the end.
Those 6 players played virtually the entire game.
Pretty much.
Jake Latessa got in for a couple of minutes.
Andrea Agostinelli
Agostinelli maybe 4 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah.
The other 6 went the distance.
Yeah.
And did a tremendous job. And last but not least, the Bob Martell player of the game.
All right, this is going to be a real wuss out for me tonight because
a 6-way tie.
Yeah,
no.
I'm going to narrow it down from there. But I don't want to leave anybody out that had a real contribution tonight. First of all, Trevor DiPerone, 14 points and played terrific on both ends.
That's the best game I think I've seen him play.
Big heart, the kid.
He played great tonight.
Quarterbacks the team really well. So Trevor would be my number 1 star. My number 2 star, he's always there. You take him for granted. Jason Christensen, 21 points. I didn't keep track of rebounds, but he probably had 20 rebounds.
You can't argue with that.
Second star, and a surprise player that made a big pair of free throws at the end and played good defense the whole game. Kevin Russell. So those would be my 3 for the night. And you could name Rabideau in there too. He had a nice game.
Rabideau and Arms really played
good.
a lot of minutes and really played well. Played great floor games for Ashland. And Tom Morrison always gets a big hoop for you.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of unsung heroes here. But typical Clockers team. They all play hard all the time. They pick each other up. They play together. It's fun to watch.
I like the 3 stars.
Thank you.
The hockey style.
Yeah, we should do
that's
that.
good. Yeah.
And then nobody gets left out that way.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good way.
Yeah, I like it when
that
this draconian is, Bob, you must pick one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's nothing at stake because there's no prize.
No.
Yeah.
And we're going to double the prize next week.
Yes. Exactly. That's going to wrap it up for Mackie Kotab Cameron Tebow. Tonight's game produced and directed by Todd Carter. My partner's Bob Martell. I'm Bob Thacker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.